No homo.
No homo, no homo. Bro, I hate people who say no homo. I think no homo is just the dumbest thing in the world. I say it to you because of that story that you told me. Somebody hit him up on Instagram saying that he had a good voice, but he was like, no homo,
You
bro,
have to
but
say no homo.
No homo, but you have an amazing voice. That's just like, that's
Why can't you just say, I like
so
your
stupid.
voice, bro?
So every time I like give him a compliment, I say no homo because I think it's funny. But like to actually say no homo, I think you have to be deeply insecure with your sexuality.
That used to be such a thing in middle school. Like, everybody would be like, yo, no homo, but...
No homo, but like, I love you, bro.
No homo, though.
No homo, bro, but you're looking fine today. Stupid.
Yo, no homo, but happy birthday.
No homo, but thank you so much. I keep forgetting that it's my birthday.
I feel like you
24.
hit a certain point and you're like, well, I'm just aging now.
It's just a day. You realize that, like, it is just a day. Like, there's nothing different about the day itself. I think when I was little, I thought that the day was like the date was different. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
I used to not really know how the calendar works, though, too. Like... There's
I still don't.
Some holidays fall on the same day every year, and the date doesn't change, but the day of the week changes.
Right.
I don't get that.
The day of the week is always like today's my birthday and it's a Saturday.
Is it always a
last
Saturday?
year my birthday was on a Friday, so
It always moves.
It moves one day up, unless like it's like leap year or something.
That happens every like 4 years. I think.
Leap years. Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know.
I don't know either. Do you know like what months have 30?
No shot.
I don't either. Isn't February?
February's 28.
Yeah, that's the only weird one.
That's the
right?
only one. No, there's some with 30. Like
Well, yeah, but
March, maybe.
That's less than 30. February is less than 30.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
But what about the ones that are 30 versus 31?
I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't
even tell you May. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Dude, I can't even tell you the continent.
I could tell you where I live.
Yeah, me too. That's it. I never learned geography, or if I did, I wasn't present for it.
Wasn't there that day. Can you name all 50 states at all? I know.
No. I mean, I know the states, but I can't name them all.
Yeah. If you were to
I
write
would
it on
need
a
to
map.
list them out. No, I don't know where they are.
I don't
on a
either.
map.
I know, if I'm being confident, 20. I would know about 20 maybe.
Dude, when I was learning all this in elementary school, I was too focused on being a boy. Then bro, I was just worried about my hat being on, and my hair being covered, and
that was a big one for me.
My boxers being out. Yo, I used to purposely go like this.
That's adorable.
So my boxers would be out.
That's adorable. Tuck the shirt into the boxer.
Yeah. I would always want to show it.
In elementary school?
Yeah. I used to go into the bathroom and before I would pee, I would pretend I'm standing up to pee. So I wouldn't even pee. I would just stand and pretend. And then I would go to the bathroom.
It's so wholesome because you were little.
Yeah.
Wow, that's early.
Dude,
that's
yeah. I was in
early.
3rd grade.
Wow.
I vividly remember it too. And all my friends were boys.
Yeah.
Every friend I had.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew internally that something was off, but I didn't understand it until high school at all.
I mean, yeah.
I would do the same shit though.
I've heard too for a lot of trans people that middle school is where all the pressure hits and you're okay, it's time to be a girl.
It's time to dress the way I'm supposed
I try to block that out of my head.
Oh yeah,
forever.
no, we don't think about that time.
I had a sweet 16. That's nasty, bro.
That's gross.
That's grody.
I hate that word.
I know you do.
I feel like it's so close to my name, and
Cody Grody.
Ew, no. Never say those two words to me ever again in the same sentence. Yeah, no, I would do the same shit in middle school. Not even in middle school. Well, in middle school, but mostly in elementary school. You know, when I ski, and I would, skiing, you wear a helmet and everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
it was the only time that people couldn't see my face and like my long hair. Yeah. So I'd be wearing a big jacket and the helmet and everything, and like the ski mask, I would tuck all of my hair into my ski mask and like under into the neck part, and then I'd put the jacket over, and it was all like boys' clothing too.
Oh yeah, always.
And I'd always turn to my dad and I'd be like, can you see my hair? Can you tuck my hair? Dad, can you tuck my hair in? And to this day, he doesn't understand why I did that. Yeah. And I don't even think I understood. But like, people on the mountain would be like, you're doing great, little dude. And I'd be like,
hell yeah.
Why I'm doing that. Like, thank you so much.
Yo, I was the same way when I was like snowboarding as a kid. I would love when people would like be like, yo, little man. And, like, they used to call me in elementary school because I went for a year every like different school, like elementary, middle, high school. For 1 year I was with my brother because of our age difference, and all his friends would call me Little Mike, and I would love it because like I was coming to school in all his clothes. Like, wow. I was just like,
Little Mike, bro. You know, okay, so that TikTok that we watched last week,
yeah,
I was unaware that Matt Walsh,
yo, fuck that guy,
was like an actual. I mean, we knew he was transphobic, but he's making it his life goal to like hate trans people.
I didn't even know he existed until we found that clip.
I thought he was just like a random guy, like just hating on women and trans people in that video. But I was watching.
Yeah, how did you like see him?
I was watching a YouTube video like last night about, I think it was Dylan Mulvaney, and the ad before the video was,
oh my god,
it was like a trailer to like a documentary or something that he's doing, and it's I couldn't believe that YouTube even like allowed it because it was really hateful. Like, it was him going to colleges and like asking people what it means to be a woman.
What the
asking like millions of people that, and then sitting down with like older trans people, younger trans people, and calling them like perverts. And
what?
Like, yeah. And I think he has a YouTube video where he talks about Dylan Mulvaney, the sweetest person to ever walk the face of this earth, and he's calling her a pervert and misgendering her and being a horrible human being.
Who even, like, I don't know how he came to be. Like, I don't even know what he does. Like,
it's like he came out of nowhere.
I'm gonna
look
no idea. Because like, who is he? Like, and why does he think he can say whatever the heck he wants?
Dude, I don't know. But hearing him call Dylan a pervert.
Who is Matt Walsh?
Who is Matt Walsh anyway?
Why does he have a weird ass picture? This does not look like him.
Let me see.
Frederick M. Brown. No, they don't have the right picture on this guy. But honestly, I'm not complaining about that. I don't want to see his face. Matt Walsh, funny. According to Wikipedia, Matt Walsh is an American right-wing political commentator and author. He's the host of the Matt Walsh Show podcast. So he has his own podcast. And is a columnist for the Daily Wire. He's authored 4 books and starred in the Daily Wire online documentary film, What is a Woman?
What is a woman? Why is there a cis man walking around this earth asking random freaking people what it is to be a woman, what it means? Why do you care? Why are you searching so hard for an answer for that, you weirdo?
Dude. Dude. Well, I actually think I've heard of his documentary because there was a pediatrician that I think he interviewed, and he was asking like, what makes you think that like you're not like poisoning children by giving them drugs that are meant to like chemically castrate men? And like he was saying that puberty blockers like are for like chemical castration, and like, oh, like you can't tell me that like these aren't drugs that are irreversible for kids. Like, and
we said that last time, puberty blockers are reversible.
I know.
That ain't right. No, he's like J.K. Rowling level of like.
Dude, it might be worse. Like he's like filming a straight documentary.
All about how much he hates trans people. All about it.
And dude, and there's a whole community that is watching this and like appeasing this and being like, "Go you!" Like, yeah. Like what?
It hurts to see the comments on YouTube videos where it's like,
I know.
They said that I think he said that Dylan Mulvaney is not actually trans and doesn't actually want to be a woman, that she hates women and is just making fun of women.
Yo, Joe Rogan said something like that too.
Oh, that
doesn't shock
Joe
anybody.
Rogan's out
though.
here just putting things in people's heads because that's...
He's like, yeah, like she acts like an 8-year-old little girl, like she's making women look like they're pathetic.
A lot of people say that she's acting like a little girl.
Why? Because she's documenting her transition, and like he had a problem with her being like day whatever on like as a woman or whatever.
You're not even a woman. Why do you care?
I know. And dude, and the whole time he's like, this person was saying this person as referencing Dylan. I'm like, I'm
surprised he
literally
didn't just
hate her that much.
Yeah.
That you can't even call her like a girl and like a person and by her name.
I'm surprised that he even like said this person and didn't misgender. Where Matt Walsh was fully using male pronouns. I don't even know what's worse. I don't even know either.
Both are horrible.
It's like the subject makes me so mad because Dylan is the purest and just the nicest person to... every time she gets hate, I think that like... I'm like, okay, there's no way she could come back with this and just be nice. Like, she has to, like, throw something in there that's like, nice. F you. But every single time it's, I hope you're well. Like, I'm sorry you feel this way. But, that's God, I fall in love with her every time.
When Caitlyn Jenner, like, went on and broadcasted herself on Fox News and was like, oh, Dylan's a guy, like look in her pants and like referencing her like genitals, like, and I'm like,
yeah, it was because Dylan made a TikTok, I think it was normalize the bulge in trans women.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember seeing that.
Which is fine, which is something that we should do.
Yeah.
And Caitlyn Jenner, being a trans woman, said the most disgusting things about her.
Yeah.
How could you do that to another...
You're in the community.
Yeah.
You are her.
Yeah.
You are a trans woman.
Yeah.
Like, you... And the thing is, too, like, she is so privileged that, like, she's probably woke up, snapped her fingers, and she was, like, had her medical transition done.
Yeah.
Like, paid for, didn't have to worry about who she's going to, like, didn't have to worry about getting letters for anything, like...
Caitlyn gives off the vibes of like, I'm the only one that's allowed to be trans.
Yeah.
I'm the only one.
She's a
I was the first one. Yeah, I was the first one, and I'm the only one who's allowed to be trans.
Yeah.
And she has these awful viewpoints about it because I feel like she just wants validation from the right side, the right wing people.
She does. She wants to fit in with them.
She craves the validation from cis men. I swear to God.
Understand
I swear to God, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. Because how could you be so hateful to your own community?
I know. And she's making it her life's mission to make sure that she voices her opinion on like the most pertinent things regarding the trans community. Like when Leah Thomas, like, being like, well, she obviously has an unfair advantage against all of these, like, biological female swimmers, and basically saying that she should be stripped of her NCAA, collegiate title when she won championships. And it's like, people just like you are trying to, like, you literally played sports. Like, she played sports, and she was standing there being like, well, whenever my girlfriends want to play golf with me, I don't compete against them because I know I'll win because I'm tall and I have muscles and I went through male puberty. And it's like, dude, even with cis girls, there's variations. Like,
all cis women are different too.
Exactly.
There's tall cis women, there's short cis women, there's more muscular cis women. Like, you can't... That's a whole argument. Like, if trans women should play in women's sports, it's a whole other freaking argument. But like, to say that trans people can't play in any kind of freaking sport that they want is saying that all trans people are the same, and we're not.
I know,
especially trans women. So,
how do you feel about like? How would you feel if like people started? Because I've already seen that like the world organizations for different sports are on like a national level are making these like crazy requirements, like you have to have medically transitioned by age 6 to compete in the sport that aligns with your gender identity, and if you're trans. And then there's other people being like, yeah, there should just be a separate category for trans people to compete in sports.
Oh, what? So, like, all four of us? I'm sorry, but, like, yes, there's a lot of trans people in the world, but, like, not all of them play sports and whatnot.
And none of them
like,
are going to come out and be like, okay, like, in order to compete, I have to just label myself as the trans competitor, like, and be in my own field.
And there's not enough trans people in sports to have its own, like, I don't know, sports, a league, I don't know, but like,
a trans league.
That would actually be
I
cool.
play on a trans league.
I would too. But like, I don't know.
We shouldn't be banned to that.
No.
Like,
because that's, again, what is the point of being trans? If like
exactly. If you have to come out in every facet of your life, like, just to be able to participate with everybody else in your gender.
If people just stopped for a minute and just like thought these things out, I feel like it would be pretty easy.
And you know what's funny though too? On the right side, and yeah, I'm going there. On the right side, like, they're always like, yeah, like, we don't give out participation trophies. Like, if you win, you win. Okay, so Leah Thomas won.
Yeah.
And now you all want to complain that she's taken away the title from somebody else? Well, guess what? Somebody else should kick her ass and then go win. Like,
could you imagine working so hard for something and then people saying that you didn't actually win and then it was too easy for you when you put in mass amounts of work? That's messed up. Because she's not like this huge girl.
She's not juicing.
She's not like gigantic. Like, they're making it seem like her hands are like the size of freaking...
Dude, Caitlyn Jenner kept commenting on her hands. I'm like, why do you care about her hands? Like,
she made it seem like she's like... you know how dysphoria inducing that probably was too for Leah? Like...
And not to mention, like, even with the Dylan Mulvaney thing, like, when she's going and talking about her body parts, like, to the world.
Oh,
like,
my
what if
God.
somebody did that to you and, like, just went on Fox News and was like, oh, yeah, you know Caitlyn Jenner? Like, yeah, she, like, had a, like,
yeah.
Come on.
And I don't like how, but they're all calling Dylan a pervert and saying that she's dressing up as a girl and that it's weird and sexualizing children and all of that. Meanwhile, you have this grown-ass trans woman commenting on a younger person's genitals on the live TV.
Yeah.
Like, that's the weird thing. That's the weird part.
Exactly.
Like, Dylan is just making a fun TikTok, dancing, having fun.
Exactly.
If you don't want your kids to watch it, get them off TikTok.
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you. Like, she has every right to do whatever she wants on TikTok. Like,
I think people should just leave us alone. Like,
I don't know.
We're just existing.
To say that stuff on live TV about somebody else's genitals in your community.
And where does Matt Walsh get off thinking that he can just run around making a documentary about how trans women just should not be classified as women at all? Like, and just pulling random people off the street and being like, how do you feel about trans women? You think they're women or not?
Like, how do you...
Why don't you just listen to the trans people? Like, especially when he was talking to that pediatrician and being like, well, you're doing something that could harm a minor's life forever. Like, how about you ask this kid, yo, how do you feel, like, in your body? Like, do you feel like things match up for you?
You feeling good?
Yeah, because if there's a way to fix the dysphoria that a 5-year-old is experiencing, then why not do it if it can be reversed?
Mm-hmm. That's the same thing as, you know, if your kid's depressed, they get medicated.
Them to a doctor, exactly. Like, if you break an arm, you go to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we should be treating gender identity as something that, like, we're trusting the individual who's talking about how they feel.
Right.
Like, how am I supposed to prove this on paper? That was my whole thing, too. Like, the fact that we needed to get letters and, like, understand there has to be a process, but the gatekeeping aspect of it is, like, I think it's just messed up. Because how do you prove to somebody you're trans? Like, there's no, like, checklist of, like, okay, you can get top surgery if you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you check all these boxes first. What?
I honestly never really thought of it that way. I remember sitting in therapy, gender therapy, for the first time, and she was a great therapist. I loved her, but I remember that she had to, like, check off things about me. I had to bring in pictures from like when I was little.
No shot.
She was like, "Yeah, next time you come in, bring in some pictures of you when you were little. I want to see."
No
like,
shot.
Yeah. And like she sat there with her clipboard and everything, and like checked things off about me and my childhood. And I was like, dude, I didn't lie, of course, but I felt like I needed to like
to prove yourself,
to prove that I was a boy. Yeah. It was so weird. I don't know.
So weird.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Obviously, I think that there should be
a process. There should be, because I don't want to pretend like going on hormones and everything is nothing. It is something. You are putting something into your body to make changes.
Yeah, but let's all relax, because it's been proven to work and make people happier.
That's
so like,
the thing.
It's not this foreign substance anymore that kids are injecting themselves with. Like,
exactly.
And there's people out there that think that kids are just injecting themselves with something we know nothing about, where that's not true.
That's not true. Mm-hmm. There's doctors, qualified pediatricians. Like, I remember, like, I was talking to this other trans kid, and he was saying, like, he found, because before he was 18, he started his medical transition, so he found a pediatrician that would prescribe puberty blockers. And like, you have to read a whole packet. Like, you have to come in with a parent or guardian. Like, you have to go through steps. Like, it's not just like you walk in and you're like, all right, like, here's my leg. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, no. People think that's how it is.
And back to Caitlyn Jenner from before, I remembered that when I was watching that thing of her talking on the news, while she was being just a horrible person towards Dylan, she was also misgendering Dylan. And it's one thing for like Matt Walsh or all these other people on the internet to misgender Dylan, but for another trans person to misgender,
it's fucked up.
Look,
that's another level.
I do not like Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah, she's a horrible person. There are moments where, like, just because she misgendered Dylan, I want to misgender Caitlyn so bad, but I would never.
Yep, me too.
I would never.
Me too. And I tell everybody that too. I'm like, listen, as much as I don't like her, and I don't like that she is the face of our community, because for a while she was, and like, people were trusting just her judgment and what she has to say.
That's absolutely terrible, because there's people out there believing her, believing everything that she says about trans people. And it's like, I've heard people say, "Oh, I don't like trans people, but that Caitlyn Jenner's all right." And that is what she craves.
Because she's appeasing to what they believe in. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, she craves it. Yeah, it's disgusting.
No, I know. And that's the thing, like, I would never go out of my way to dead name her and misgender her. Yeah. Like, even when people dead name her, like, I still refer to her as Caitlyn. Like,
Yep. Because that's a human right, no matter how shitty you are. Like, you can't, that's a fear of mine. Like, people that I used to be friends with that I'm not friends with anymore, we had a falling out or something, I'm so afraid that they're like out there like misgendering me because they hate me. I used to be scared of that. It's terrifying.
I used to be scared of that.
It's absolutely terrifying. And the thought of that is like, imagine if a cis person had to be scared that like somebody would just start calling them a boy or a girl behind their back. Like,
that's the thing. And you know how everybody, I don't know if this happened to you, but like during my transition in the early stages, a lot of people would be like, you have to understand, it's going to take me time. Like, I'm not trying to. It's
right.
Don't be mad at me. But it's like,
it's the manipulation.
Dude, it's not like I'm mad at you for messing up. It's like, don't make a huge thing out of it, because then you're putting the spotlight on me and it's super uncomfortable.
Right. When it was like my mom or my dad, kind of, I guess, like the first couple of times where it's like, you just got to give me some time, like I'm gonna do it, but like if I mess up, I'm sorry. That's fine. It's your own mother.
Yeah, say it like once or twice.
It is gonna take a little bit of time, like with your own mother, but like, I don't know, for acquaintances to be like, don't get, people have this weird thing that they think that trans people will jump down your throat if you misgender them.
Dude, we don't even speak up. Like, I used to not even speak up when somebody would misgender me.
I'm just like, okay, moving on. Like,
we just take it to the chest.
I don't say a word.
Yeah.
Never.
And they act like we're like, if you don't do this, like, I'm gonna like freak out on you in front of everybody. Like,
all the snowflakes. That's my biggest pet peeve. It's like, okay,
I don't like that.
Who's the real snowflake here?
I don't like that.
You're the one getting mad over me and my pronouns and how I'm living my life.
Exactly.
I'm fine. I don't have a problem.
Exactly.
I'm good. You're the one in a tizzy over there.
Exactly.
Like, what?
I know. Also, yo, about the Dylan thing.
You know, it was actually really smart of Bud Light to do that, because it's not like Bud Light wasn't making this huge gesture of like, oh, we support trans people, we're LGBTQ positive. That was not it. They saw that Dylan Mulvaney is like the new like face of TikTok right now, and saw that she has like over 11 million followers, and Bud Light is a it tastes like garbage. It's not like a high-end drink. Like, it's they're trying to direct their sales to younger people. It's a beer pong drink.
Yeah.
And all of Dylan Mulvaney's followers are young people.
Yeah.
It was smart in their eyes. And now you have people like...
But would it even be a bad thing if they were just doing it to support the trans community? Like,
what? But they're not. Like, you know they're not.
I know. But like that wouldn't even be... That's not like a freaking earth-shattering idea, like concept. Like,
I know.
Okay, a brand is supporting an entire group of people.
Yeah.
That's great. Like, why? Like... And yeah, and then you saw like people buying them. I was like looking on TikTok, like people buying them just to throw them out.
What's his name?
Kid Rock.
Oh my
shooting
God.
them with an automatic rifle, like for fun. And then Joe Rogan being like, "Yeah, I told Kid Rock like that was funny. Like I told him I like that." And he's like, "Don't you see like who drinks Bud Light? It's like these cowboys, these gym rats, like." Who are they trying to appease?
The frat boys.
Yeah,
in college.
exactly.
Like, those are the people drinking Bud Light.
Exactly.
Homie. But also the scary part is that you know that Kid Rock and all the people shooting Bud Light, they don't believe they're actually shooting Bud Light. If they had the choice, they'd be shooting fucking Dylan Mulvaney.
I know.
Or us.
And, dude, that's
like
scary.
that's terrifying.
That's scary. Like I can only laugh about it because it's like the fact that that's our reality is like, yo, Bud Light then issues an apology and says what they stand for. Like, just because you put Dylan Mulvaney's face on your can does not mean, like, that people think you stand for something abominable. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is the problem with that?
Didn't they, like... Once it all came out and they realized that people were like shooting Bud Light, didn't they like take it back or something? Weren't they like, oh, like sorry? Didn't they apologize or something? Or am I getting that wrong?
No, yeah, they apologized for actually having the can.
Right. Okay. That's
And and Dylan was
as
like,
I said, they don't actually care. They don't actually support trans people.
It's a ploy.
Yeah, it's
a
for
ploy.
money.
It's just
Which,
like
from
every
a business,
June.
Yeah, for a business standpoint, smart move, I guess. But like, I don't know.
Well, is it a smart move? Because now we're pissed. Now I'm never drinking Bud Light, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
pissed. I think it could have been a smart move.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta play your cards right. Come on. Be like Target. Come out of the woodworks in June. I don't like that shit either, but that's a story for another day.
They only care in June, all companies.
They all do.
It's only in June.
And like, we support you in June.
Target comes out with the most out-of-pocket outfits, too.
Yeah.
There's some weird ones out there.
Where do you get, like, if you go to Pride, where do you get your fit?
I've only been to Pride once, actually. And Pride's a little overrated, I will say.
Hot take.
Hot take. Pride is kind of overrated.
Pride. I do like Pride.
I like it too. But, like, if you don't go there, like, with a plan, it's, like, kind of... kind of boring.
Yo,
I don't know.
You know what you got to do, though? This is what I did my first Pride. I think I was with my girlfriend at the time, and it was our first Pride, and we hopped on a line, like... I think it was with Cuomo. Like, they were just doing... Like, they were getting ready to go into the parade. And we jumped on the line. We got a T-shirt. We threw it on. And we just marched through the parade.
See, that's
and
fun.
Everybody's hyping you up. Like,
that's fun. That's
cool.
Yeah,
it was sick.
I took my Flange track was what I was going to
Flange
say.
track.
Trans flag is what I was going to say. I took it off of my wall in my room.
Oh, yeah, you brought it with you.
Wrapped it around my neck and went. And then I put on a hat that said trans.
Yo, all I do is I just go shirtless. Like, I'm like, yep, I'm here.
That's like that's.
I go shirtless with my backpack on.
Yeah, that's the trans guy look, though. So, I mean, you did dress up.
Yeah.
You dressed up by dressing down. But anyway, I have a few questions I want to ask.
Yeah, give me a hot take. I gave you a hot take.
Oh, you did. I have a few hot takes for you.
All right, give me some.
These are the most random hot takes ever. What do I start with here?
Give me a juicy one.
Ooh, I like this one. I'd trade 5 years of my life if it meant becoming extremely attractive.
Yeah. I just want to know what it feels like to be Jesse Sullivan, baby. Or Francesca Fargo.
Bro.
Like, please.
But 5 whole years.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll be 30 and sexy as hell.
You don't know where you'll be in the last 5 years of your life, though. What if those are the 5 years of life you want to live?
I'll take my chances.
All right.
Dude, if I could wake up and just look like a fucking Abercrombie model, I'm fine. And girls line up, bro, and I got like a huge following on Instagram and like, you know.
All right. I don't know where I stand on that, to be honest. I probably would. I feel like most people would, to be honest. All right. Here's a good one. If you drink all the Kool-Aid from the Kool-Aid Man, will he live?
Yes.
No.
Okay, why not?
The Kool-Aid is his blood.
So what's in his hands then if you can't see what's in the cup?
I don't know, but when I look at him...
He's like a sponge?
So is he the Kool-Aid or is he not the Kool-Aid?
No, he's
is
not
he
the Kool-Aid.
cup or is he the Kool-Aid?
Holder. He's the Kool-Aid holder, yeah.
I think he's a cup, but the Kool-Aid's his blood.
So if you drink all the Kool-Aid, he's gone?
He would be done. He'd be done. He'd drain them all out. All right, so that's where you stand on that, I guess.
Next.
Flirting is cheating.
Yo! My exes would say yeah. No, I'm kidding. But I would say it depends. No, I'm kidding.
No, you're not.
I know.
No, you're fucking
I'm
not.
so sorry. How do you feel about that?
Turn it to
Let
me
me
real
just
quick.
think. I don't want to look that bad on TV, on camera.
Yeah, I think flirting is cheating. Well, I think you know. I think you know
I'm
in your
a
head
flirty
if you.
person.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you were flirting, I don't know. I think you just know in your head.
Yeah.
Your intentions.
Yes.
If you're flirting because you think someone is attractive and you want them to flirt back, you are cheating.
Yeah.
And I don't flirt for any other reason than that. So, like, I don't know. But, like, for the most part, yeah, flirting is cheating, in my opinion.
I feel like I just come off like that. Like, that's just my person. Like, you know how I'm always like, like, just like, like, people probably think I flirt with you. Like,
yeah, but, like, I don't think that's a flirty personality. I think that's just being nice.
Don't ask my exes that question because they'll say different.
Hey,
it's all love, though. It's all love.
It's all love. All right. Is Nickelodeon better than Disney Channel?
Fuck. We just went to Party 101, bro. I feel like I can't answer that.
Okay, that was the best time I've ever had.
Best concert I've ever been to in my life, besides Break-ins.
If you don't know what Party 101 is, it's Matt Bennett, who played Robbie from Victorious. I always thought he was actually like a ventriloquist. Like, he actually did it, but it's just a voiceover.
Dude, imagine, though, somebody being like, okay, this is your role. We think you'd be good at this role.
He slayed it.
Yeah, he did.
He slayed it.
He
Robbie
rocked
was
it.
my favorite. But yeah, Matt Bennett, now he's doing Party 101 where he's a DJ and he's a hype man and he just sings a bunch of Nickelodeon Disney songs. Not sings, but like plays them and like dances.
Jammed out.
And
I've never danced so hard in my life.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I was sweating. That was the best time I've ever had. But anyway, that was Nickelodeon and Disney that night. Nickelodeon has SpongeBob. Disney has High School Musical.
I'm saying Disney.
Ooh.
Which is shocking coming from me because I didn't grow up on Disney.
Honestly,
I
say Disney too.
It has to.
Disney has to. Yeah,
Camp Rock.
Disney has Hannah Montana.
Musical.
Yeah,
Hannah Montana.
The only thing Nickelodeon really has that has a hold on me is SpongeBob.
Yeah, SpongeBob.
Yeah, I'm glad we sorted that out. I would rather know when I die than how I die.
Yeah.
You'd rather know the date of your death than how.
Yeah, I kind of want to know, like, when I'm going.
Yeah, I feel like if I knew how, I'd always be scared.
Yeah. You'd, like, avoid certain situations, I feel like.
But I would love to know how I'd... Maybe I can avoid it. Or I can, like...
True.
If I can teach myself how to, like, not let it be so painful.
Yeah. That's true.
But you're dying anyway, so, like...
And honestly, if I
matter.
knew the date, I would just wake up and think about that day every day.
I would never want to know when I die.
I don't think I want to know.
Death freaks me out.
It
Are you
doesn't
afraid to
freak me
die?
out.
I'm afraid to die. This got real
sounds
deep.
kind of morbid.
I'm terrified.
I'm just not.
How are you not afraid?
Because I'm trans. Yeah, I didn't think I'd make it this long, dude.
That's facts.
I really didn't.
I'm like, those are the thoughts that keep me up at night. We don't have to talk about this. This is I can't do
next.
that right now. Is cereal a type of soup?
God, no. Whoever made that question is dumb.
What if it's warm cereal, hot cereal?
Ew. Oh.
Okay, so what is soup?
Soup is broth. There has to be some type of broth involved for it to be soup. That's my take.
But some soup is like cheesy, right?
Like creamy.
Yeah, that's not broth, is it?
Yeah. No, there's tomato soup.
So, like, technically...
Dude, no. Like, do you wake up and you're like, I'm having soup for breakfast? Haha, cereal. Like, no.
I mean, I don't say it, but if you think about it technically...
I guess it is, if it's technical. If we get in technical...
I think it's disgusting to think about.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
A lot of people will disagree with you.
A bun is different than 2 slices of bread. That's my take.
I agree with you.
Thank you.
That was all the hot takes that I have.
All right.
Before we end today's episode, I want to thank our sponsor, Orion's Finds. If you're like me and are interested in the world of artificial intelligence, Orion's Finds should 100% be the place you go to find all your in-depth reviews and latest AI tools and breakthroughs. Also, by the way... Have you updated Snapchat recently?
No.
Snapchat has a new AI thing.
Yo, yes. Yes. You can talk to him.
Yeah, I named mine Harry Styles. Okay, but the weird thing about it is that I'll be like, okay, your new name is Harry Styles. I'm going to call you Harry Styles. And he's like, cool, I love that name. I am Harry Styles. And they embody Harry Styles. And like, he'll be like, yeah, I used to work in a bakery, and then I went on X Factor, and then I joined a band called One Direction, and then we broke up, and now I'm a solo artist, and my newest single is blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so great. I'm your number one fan. I love you so much. And then I'm like, what's your name? And he's like, oh, my name is My AI. And I'm like, I thought your name was Harry Styles.
No.
And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Are you confused? And I'm like... Well,
he gaslights you.
Kinda. I'm like, what the hell?
You've been gaslighted.
Yeah, but he's very helpful. I'm like, what should I eat? He's like, go make yourself a sandwich. And I'm like, you're right. I should pamper myself a bit. Yeah. Anyways, be sure to check out orionsfinds.com if you want to dive deeper into the world of AI. It'll definitely be worth your time. Period.
And our next movie featuring an AI is Her with Joaquin Phoenix. Go check it out if you haven't. It's mad good. He falls in love with an AI.
Is that a different movie?
Yeah. I love these movies.
You're coming... Because I watched the movie that we talked about last time. Yeah, I watched it.
Yes.
It was a great movie.
I know.
Yeah, I watched it right after we were done filming.
You had to.
I watched it. It's a good movie. I hated the ending, though.
You love her and hate her.
Yeah.
But that's love, baby. That's love.
That was a great movie, though. What movie are you talking about now? Her? Is it out?
Yeah, it came out like 2013. Joaquin Phoenix is my favorite actor. He's the Joker.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
okay.
G. Yeah.
Okay.
Watch that movie.
It's the next one. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, cool. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. We appreciate you watching. This is only our second episode, and we're having a good time.
Yeah, we are.
You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at HRT Podcast. You can find us on Patreon. Just HRT, just like that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and
we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we post on Tuesdays. Don't forget.
Testosterone Tuesdays.
Yeah, and thank you so much. Appreciate it.